back with Doug Rubin and the Democratic political strategist in the LTR Pop Quiz. Question 3. Who said, good luck with that, when responding to Donald Trump's plans to cut off money transfers to force Mexico to build the wall?
Ted Cruz.
President Obama. He called the plan half-baked. Question 4. Donald Trump's poetry slam of the snake the other night in New York was not the first time that he quoted from the 1968 Al Wilson song. He also did a January reading in Iowa. Trump uses it as a metaphor for which world crisis?
I do not know.
That's the Syrian crisis.
I just want you to know I have 2 other daughters, Olivia and Skylar, and they are all now laughing at me tremendously. So thank you very much. At least you've caused some enjoyment in my household. I appreciate that.
Brunch is fun at the Rubin House tonight.
This is
Okay,
great.
good. Question 5. Here's the last one, gals. This is a local one. Advocating for a 4-year term, which Boston City Councilor says, and I'm quoting here, it's important that this council continue to increase its power.
Frank Baker.
That was Tito Jackson of Grove Hall.
Oh boy.
1 for 4. At least I got one right.
It's going to be a tough
You
Sunday
got one right.
in
That
the
was
Rubin
very good.
household. That's
Girls,
all I
you
can
have
say.
to do better than I did in school.
Okay, Governor Charlie Baker, he's got pretty impressive approval ratings right now as the campaign consultant to his opponent, Martha Coakley. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. I think Governor Baker has done a decent job and has earned those public approval ratings, and that's good for Governor Baker. What I hope to see over the next few years is that he uses some of that political capital in ways to get things done, and that would be good for the people of Massachusetts, and I think that will determine kind of his success as he heads into a re-election year in 2018.
What do you see as his vulnerabilities that you might advise a Democrat who's thinking about running against him?
I think there are a lot of issues in this state around the economy that Senator Sanders and Secretary Clinton have raised, Elizabeth Warren has raised, and I think that there are a lot of communities outside of Boston and other areas that are hurting right now. People are hurting, and the legislature and the governor have to act aggressively to help them. And if they don't, I think that will be a vulnerability for the governor going forward.
Let's look to our north. Incumbent Senator in New Hampshire, Kelly Ayotte, is one of the seats that the National Republicans are afraid of losing. She is a hard conservative in a primary, and then she'll likely face Governor Maggie Hassan in the general if she gets through that. Look through your crystal ball. Tell me what you see there.
Well, I think she has some issues because of what's going on in the Republican Party nationally. Both the Trump or Cruz and the nominee could have a real negative impact on her, and this issue around the Supreme Court and the nomination. New Hampshire voters are independent voters. They want their candidates to be, and their elected officials to be independent and do the right thing. And I think in this case, towing the party line nationally is a problem for her.
To that very specific point of the Supreme Court, she has agreed to meet with Merrick Garland. You know, the issue of it. She has also said she's going to continue the party line and not put him on the floor for consideration.
Right. I think what the president did by nominating Merrick Garland is he put somebody with impeccable credentials out there and made it really, really hard to have that position as a Republican candidate. It puts Senator Ayotte and a lot of the Senate Republicans in a very difficult position. To not give somebody that qualified a hearing is really abdicating their responsibility.
Which is essentially what Susan Collins said this week, a Republican from Maine.
So if you were an advisor, would you tell Kelly Ayotte to go against her party leaders?
Like, I always think as a candidate they should do the right thing and what the voters think of the right thing. And in this case, she should be open to a hearing.
Doug Rubin, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming on OTR. Sorry it's going to be difficult around the dinner table tonight, but that's another story for another day. Our thanks to political analyst Doug Rubin for being with us. OTR continues. Stay with us.